Taurus, hey there cuties, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for any placement of Taurus. I am going to speak to you like you're a Taurus sun, but cross watchers and all placements are welcome here. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. I feel like you're really psychically connected at this time. Just whoever you have on that sweet little Taurus brain of yours. All right, Taurus, anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of my channel, as well as on my website, which is linked in the About section of my channel. Let's get at your love life, babies. In your energy, you have the 5 swords. The energy of your person is the 3 of wands. And then we do have the 10 of pentacles as the outcome, however, okay? And the king of pentacles as your overarching energy. It looks like a lot of stability, but I do feel like there's something from your past you're still flinching from. We'll get more on that. We're going to clarify everything. The 5 of swords isn't the end of the world. To me, it just is the sort of like, it really should just say on it, hurt people, hurt people. You know, it's kind of like you're defending yourself, so you're accidentally hurting people that maybe were not going to hurt you. But we do this in order to protect ourselves from people that were going to hurt us, but we end up hurting people, again, that we're not in that category with those other people. Interesting stuff. So we do have the 7 of swords as well. Another one that kind of gives me that same vibe, or you're not really giving yourself, or not giving this person your full attention, or or even just your full information. You could be dealing with an Aries, an Aquarius, or a Taurus, another Taurus, or this just could be you at this time. Again, I feel like you're sitting in your space, I just feel like you're, what's the word I'm looking for here? I just feel like you're doing what you need to do for yourself. And I feel like at this time it may come off as a little bit harsh to other people, but that's just what you need to do. This is kind of how we get to a space of learning how to care for ourselves correctly, is by kind of cutting out and cutting off anyone in that is going to sometimes include even people that we aren't sure about, is what I'm getting right now. This person might be included. This might be somebody from your past. This could be somebody brand new. I think at this time you're just not really interested, but we'll get more on all that, okay? I think you're more focused on your own life and your own dreams with the Star and the Emperor. It really talks about you following your dreams, and ruling your own life, not letting anybody else kind of dictate where you go next, or your next move, or your next action. And with the 7 of swords, I feel like you maybe do have somebody in mind that you're not being forthcoming with about. Maybe you do have somebody that you do have feelings for, but you're not being forthcoming with them because you're not ready yet. So you should never be forthcoming with them about your feelings until you're ready to, right? That's what I think. Again, the King of Pentacles does make me think that that whatever this connection is, it may or may not even be in your third dimension, in your 3D yet. In the physical world is what that means when I say 3D. It could just be on a spiritual level at this time. But what I do think is that the next connection that you're coming to will be that long-lasting, everlasting love, okay? But it will require you getting through this sort of 5 of swordsy energy. Because with this energy, you're not going to live up to the 100% of the potential that you have in this connection, as far as the love that you have to provide. This will only allow you, well, this really won't allow you to be very vulnerable, or kind of, what's the right word, reciprocate with them, love, okay? Interesting stuff. They're waiting patiently for you to get through whatever that is, the healing. It usually requires some sort of healing from something in our past. Usually we're flinchy because of some people or some places or some things that showed us what we don't want in this lifetime. So we're kind of guarded up, trying not to have any of that in our life. And once we get through that guarded space, we'll realize that once we heal ourselves, we no longer need to guard ourselves or protect ourselves, because now we can handle anything that does come our way, including toxic things, like things from our past. We navigate through them without needing to guard ourselves now. We can walk away from them. I guess back in the day, we had to stay guarded, because if we did jump into a toxic situation, we'd find ourselves stuck there. So once we heal from all of those past situations, then we know that we could actually just navigate our way on out of a toxic situation if we find ourselves in one now. We're not stuck there anymore. Okay, the person that you have in mind is waiting patiently for you with the Three of Wands there. It does talk about waiting for their ships to come in. In this whole other energy, I'm just feeling that you already have this person in your sights and they're just patiently awaiting you to do whatever it is, is best for you. And I don't feel like they're pressuring you or anything like that at this time. The Ten of Pentacles is the outcome of the connection. This is like the happily ever after, that everything you ever wanted in this lifetime, the things that you always dreamt of with your other connections that never seemed to make it to that point. The things you were hoping for. If you're not married, or if you've never been married, don't have children, and you're in that children making kind of age range, then, children, the whole family, the happily ever after. If not, then it's just kind of, I almost feel like retiring together for those of you that are at that age. Just retreating together is actually what I'm getting right now, which is an interesting message on the Ten of Pentacles. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles out here, the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You have the Five and the Seven of Swords. I really feel like you're guarding yourself at this time. Again, while we're doing the healing, I think that's best. I feel like don't go out and jab people or anything like that, but what I'm saying is like maybe just retreating or sticking to yourself at this time is the best thing to do while you're in this kind of energy of needing to guard or protect yourself. I think the best thing, the nicest thing we can do for other people is just stay back in that kind of protective mode of ours. What I do feel like you're working on here is your own dreams, following your own dreams with the Knight of Cups here and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles really means to me that you're on your own, you're in your own lane, you're on your own path, you're following your own callings towards things, really coming into a space where you're getting comfortable in your own authentic skin. This is how you're going to get rid of this Five of Swords, Seven of Swords energy, is by just really allowing yourself to be you, to accept yourself fully. And that brings you to a space where you don't care if anybody else does. So it's about healing from whatever has taught you in your past that you need to follow some sort of regimen, is what I'm getting, which is a weird word, in order to fit into this lifetime, into this world. You're realizing that isn't my regimen. That's yours, boo. I'm gonna follow my own dreams and stay in my own lane, and that is where I'm gonna find my fulfillment and my healing. That is truly healing on its own, as well as, of course, you've probably heard me say a million times, just feeling whatever pain comes to the surface. An old memory might come up and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? That hit me, that hit me like it came from left field. That's called the divine bringing that pain, or your body bringing that pain to the surface for you to heal it, which again consists of feeling it. So just letting it be there, crying it out, thinking about it maybe kind of over and over again. That's one way I know to do it. Just not constantly, but when it comes up as a thought, just really allow yourself to not bury that memory back in there. Just think about that memory, feel it out, really go through that memory, understand that the memory wasn't your fault, and that it's over now. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now. This seems very specific, but what it's leading to is, again, all of your dreams coming true. And I do feel like you're in the midst of following those, even though you are a bit in pain from your past. So they do have the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Sun card, and the Chariot card. Could be dealing with a Cancer, a Leo, a Pisces, a Capricorn, or another Taurus. What I feel like this is saying is they are still kind of in the midst of defending themselves in this world. So I think you guys are both I don't think tomorrow is the day, okay, is what I'm getting right now off of this. But I do feel like what is going on is the Creator is ironing out, working on both of you, working with both of you on healing up anything that has you feeling defensive. See, the world, if everyone was healed, would be such a special place, right? Because nobody would go around hurting people. The hurt people thing. Happy, healthy, healed people do not hurt people. So that is how we can heal the world, is by healing ourselves. And if everyone took the time to sit and feel the pain from their past and just sit with it and heal it, we would have a very dreamlike, we would be in heaven, okay? So I know that that's not necessarily realistic, but when we do get to the point in our life where we're being called to ascend or evolve, it's when we kind of get all of that pain brought back to the surface so that we can really move on forward into our dreams, into all the blessings that we were meant to have in this lifetime. Your person is going through that as well. I feel like they're letting go of some of the things that have them feeling guarded and defensive. bringing them into their happy ever after. Okay, they have the Sunshine and the Chariot card. I feel like they've been through a lot as well as you have. I feel like you've both been through a lot. There's a lot of pain or a lot of kind of, again, I'm getting like that kind of, where we have to protect ourselves, that guarded, street smart kind of energy off of this, where we surely have protected ourselves in some situations that we needed to protect ourselves. We've also blocked some situations that could have been wonderful in our lives. We're going to get to those places, right? We're not going to miss out those opportunities. But what I'm saying is when the Creator's calling you to do this work in this sort of 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords energy, sort of calling you to almost solitude is what I'm getting right now, to do the work on yourself and really follow the calls that you're being called to, and to really trust in yourself so that you can have good connections in your life. It's because we're being called to sit in our evolution, okay? To be able to sit almost like retired. Not necessarily, of course, you may be still working age or whatever. But I feel like, after you've gotten through that thick of that, feeling the need to appease the world, whatever it is, feeling the need to fit the mold or even defend yourself to those that are around you, we feel like we need to explain ourselves to people why we're doing the thing, why we're making choices in our lives for our lives. That is nobody's business, why you're making decisions for yourself. You're capable of making them. You have all the answers within you. I don't know why I felt like going off on that tangent. I just felt like somebody needed to hear that right now. So you've got all the answers within you. You need to trust yourself, and that's really our only job in this lifetime, is to come to a space where we've healed so that we can trust ourselves. The information's always coming through us again. When we're in pain, we're flinchy, and we are unpredictable. So even we can't necessarily trust ourselves at some points in our life. But we can always trust the information that's coming from love within us. And again, as long as the healing is done, then all the messages that are coming, it's like that, then we're only going to hear the messages that are coming from love. This is all very interesting. The Sunshine card and the Chariot card, again, I feel like your person is ready to just finally settle down into this space where they have stripped themselves from all the need to appease the world and really do what's best for them, and they've done it against all odds, against what society has told them is, the way to go. Again, I'm not talking about going around and breaking laws or being vagabonds. I'm talking about some people will tell us that we don't have what it takes to chase our dreams. We need to just be responsible, get a 9 to 5. This is a way to control. I'm sorry, I'm getting all conspiracy theory on you guys. But it's a way to control the masses, but also to capitalize on the collective. Like the big corporate America has capitalized on this, that we feel we need to have these jobs to be responsible, normal, healthy-looking human beings, but we're getting our asses beat out here in the real world where we can barely pay our bills. We're living paycheck to paycheck, but corporate America is skipping to their darling. With all of our hard-earned money. Okay, weird. Sorry. I try not to get too all conspiracy theory on you. But what it looks like here is two people that have learned that they're not going to settle for that anymore. They're not working for the man anymore. The predominant amount of their work is going to be done doing what they feel called to do in this lifetime, using their own gifts, talents, skills, and abilities to monetize and to live a truly fulfilled and happy life is what I'm getting right now. With the 10 of Pentacles, it means that this is not only going to work, it's going to work extremely well, to the point where you are going to build your own legacy and leave your own legacy. We do have the King of Pentacles as your overarching energy and in your outcome, the 3 of Pentacles as well, and then the 10 of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. Both of these do mean like the end of a cycle, and I feel like what it's saying here is you're finally stopping that self-limiting belief cycle. This is like about self-doubt at its finest. The 10 of Pentacles is about finally getting past that self-doubt and moving on to the new cycle, which is very abundant, okay? Because you realize that you are just as deserving of your piece of abundance as everyone else in this lifetime is, and that the only thing that will stop you is your fear or your, letting people like corporate America talk you into thinking that you chasing your dreams isn't responsible, okay? It's crazy that we've all been brainwashed like this, but our human ego brain is very impressionable, and we've all been I'm watching a bunch of robots. We've all been kind of robotically following the things that we were told in this lifetime we're supposed to be, okay? The Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and your outcome, it says, hey, listen, if you've had any financial worries, that shit is going to be ended here in your future. Everything you've ever wanted is going to be sort of endless. It's going to be like, literally, I'm watching you pull money from trees. Money is going to grow on trees, but you're not going to care about it. It's not like going to be in an egotistical way. You're not going to be swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck. But you are going to be able to relax for the rest of this lifetime with this person because you did things the right way. You healed. You followed your own path, even though that sometimes can seem gruesome. It almost seems like thankless. It seems like a lot of effort and for very little to no payout, but except for the true fulfillment that you're getting, right? But it's like, but at the same time, I'm broker than I've ever been. And so once we fight past that moment, that's when all the actual financial blessings start to come in as well. But it's going to take probably 20 times you're going to stop and go, you know what, maybe I can't do this. And that's this Ten of Swords to me, is you're finally putting to rest that old nasty, naggy thought that comes to your head. Is you absolutely can do this. You are just as capable as anyone else in this world. And I want you to look at the most successful humans in this lifetime. And I want you to understand on the deepest level that you are just as capable as them. Okay? To be a success in whatever it is you feel called to do. I love you so much. Let's get you a Power of Love card. Whatever truly fulfills you. You know, it's been we've been so brainwashed to believe that, again, it's self-indulgent to follow our passions, that it's not Christ-like, things like this, that we've been taught all of these things that will keep us, again, brainwashed and working, capitalizing, they're capitalizing on our hard work and our belief that we're nothing if we don't do what they say to do. What they say is responsible. Oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Yes, give over that unwanted energy that I'm dishing out right now. Give over that need to appease the world. And I'm not saying go quit your job today. If you love your job, don't do that, okay? But if you're feeling abused or kind of overworked, underpaid, I'm just saying explore your options, which I feel like you're doing with the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're exploring your own, what you feel called to do, the things that will fulfill you, the things that you know you thrive and excel at naturally in this lifetime, and monetize that for yourself so nobody else gets a piece of that pie, because that's actually what you were put here to monetize, okay? I love you so much. I will see you next week.